Right. It is Saturday morning. Starting a little bit early today. About 8 o'clock my time, a couple hours early. I did some chores, some video production, hung out with Chris a bit, hung out with the cats, and dug out a drill that we got out of storage because we need to get a chuck key for it, and we got to get some concrete drill bits and some wood drill bits. We're probably just gonna get a full set of wood, concrete, and metal bits because we have more projects that we're doing and more projects that Chris wants to do. And we got a used drill a while back. Her sister gave it to us. That and an angle grinder. For the first time in since I sold all my tools to work, which was 2007, I have power tools again. Only two, but still, it's really funny. I have not touched a tool except my own. I've not touched a power tool since 2007. I don't even think when I did my brother's bathroom I did any power tools. Other than the wet saw to cut the tile. So yeah, other projects are continuing to take place. Stay tuned to the Homestead channel for that kind of stuff as well. Alright, we are going to do, this was last night. What's the date today? Today's the 31st. Okay. Yeah, you have to if you do that. For sure, Red Dragon. If you have a farm, you gotta have power tools. That's like when I ran a construction company. You have to have a truck and you have to have tools. So, I probably had about $10,000 worth of tools. My truck was worth, the time when I sold it, it was worth about $16,000. This is years ago. This is 2007 when I sold my truck. I had a 2001 GMC Sierra 1500 SLE or whatever was the max out, which I bought off my brother. I had a younger brother who's no longer with us, but he had that truck for years and he worked in banking. So he never, it was just a truck that he had to look cool when he drove to work. He never did anything with it. So he sold it to me for a pretty good price with not a lot of mileage on it. And then I turned it into a work truck and kept the seats all protected and everything else. But I drove that thing all over the Front Range for like half a dozen years, put a lot of miles on it. Still sold it for like 15 grand. Yes, Starkful, it's in the Discord. There's a crafts and other section. And then if you follow along on YouTube, in the posts section, I will occasionally link to videos from the homestead and mention that in those posts areas. And then I also will occasionally post stuff from my brother's ranch YouTube in the post section of my YouTube and in the craft section of our Discord. We have a crafts, animals, foods, like home, not exactly all homesteading, but just things that people do, gardening, recipes, whatever you want to do. We have a section in Discord for people who want to share things from time to time. Like Chris just finished the patio. Did I publish that patio? Did I publish the catio video the other day? Now you're making me wonder if I remember to click the Yeah, we did. That was 5 days ago. I published the catio video on our homestead channel. And I think what we're gonna build next is Leia, one of our cats, found a very dangerous way down last night, and as of this morning, we both woke up and we're like, we gotta come up with a solution to this. So we built the catio, and there's a section of it where it butts up against the neighbor's property where we can't completely enclose things completely, but we have it in such a way that we've got chicken wire coming down against their chicken wire, and Leia got up on the roof last night and didn't want to come down. Usually you just hold the chair up and she'll jump down with you when she gets up there. She did not want to come down. And then she decided to go around the corner and jump down in between the two layers of chicken wire. And there's a pit bull that lives right next door who absolutely hates our cats. And I wake up and it's like the pit bull is going ape shit this morning. I'm like, what is going on? And that's what was going on. Was Leia was trying to figure out a way to get down from the roof, and she ended up going through and like it could have been bad because there's barbed wire and stuff that we can't. It's not our fence, so we can't do anything with it. But it was like we got to fix that. So we're gonna go get some drill bits and stuff and put some I don't want to call them stairs. We're gonna put some platforms on the wall outside of the house, leading down from the roof, so that she can come down if she gets up there ever again. Her and Mary both go up on the roof all the time. And Mary has taken to jumping from our patio roof to the chicken coop roof, which is like a 6-foot drop off. She's nuts. And it's like, you're going to break a paw doing that. So we got to make them a way to get down so that they stop doing that. And they started doing that because we built the catio. And then we let the girls go out at night. But when they get up top, they have no way to get down anymore. So we have to come up with a solution to that. So, yeah, I think today Chris is going to get a chuck key for the drill, and then I think tomorrow morning we're going to go get some drill bits and, yeah, work on that. And the short-term solution is just at night, and we have a little gate that we have that goes to the front yard. We're just going to open up that little gate area so that they can go and come and go as they please, the females at night, so that they don't go up on the rooftop. We've been trying to keep it closed. It's a problem. There's other stuff in the other videos, but we have a problem with the wandering packs of dogs sneaking in. That's one of the reasons we built the catio, and so we've got doors and stuff everywhere now. There didn't used to be, and the cats are only like a week into getting used to it, so they're finding weak points. Pippin found the first weak point, and Chris had to fix that. It was where she put her swinging gate, and then looks like Leia found that last night. So there's 2 weak points that we got to shore up now. Oh, there's a third, but our cats haven't figured it out yet. There's a tiny little space in our patio roof where there's a rafter. Between the rafter and the sheet metal, there's like a 4-inch gap. It's about 2 foot wide. And Blanca, who is the street cat we took under our wing last year, she comes in off of the rooftop from the other property and jumps through that enclosure. It's a tiny little 4-inch space, but she just comes on through like Superman. And it's probably not the safest place for her to be doing that because it's right above the area where Leia came down. So it's like Leia can't get through it because she's too damn fat. Cats, man. All right, let me shut up about cats and get to actually play the game this morning, everybody, because I do have an agenda. I got stuff to do today. All right, we're gonna do. All right. Moral of the story, kids: cats will try to get out any way they can. They're not stupid. Oh, I don't. Is he actually ready to sleep, Chris, or is he still in play mode? Oh, you better watch him. Don't trust him yet. He's still going all over the place. Yes, I was ignoring him. That's because I didn't figure it was time to sleep. Ah, tienes razón. Fuimos a Malicón y compró pollo ayer. Y yo saqué de aquí. Okay. Bueno. Te veo. Eso es. Okay. Alright, everybody, we are going to start the stream this morning with a little bit of a fun video that I'm going to clip out for YouTube. I'm really enjoying the overall gameplay loop that I've played so far with like the stealth-based gameplay, and I was talking about last night during the stream last night. I'm finally feeling like now that I have a variety of the actual abilities for the blaster, I can actually I don't feel scared about combat anymore. In the early stages of the game, I was really terrified to like get into combat with anything because I was getting wasted. Um, Now that I've gotten better and I've gotten more abilities under my belt, like the rapid fire blaster and you know, more survivability, and my stealth options are really good because I have the faction gear for stealth, which really has improved my stealth gameplay quite a bit. That gameplay loop is a lot of fun, but I didn't start actively getting into the spacecraft stuff until I've had a couple of missions where I've flown places, but I haven't really done any missions. And I started to do this mission this morning, and I got like however many minutes into it, and I was like, I need to stop this. I was going to record an offline video. I was like, I need to do this on stream because it was too cool not to share. So this is the other part of the gameplay loop, but what I think is really interesting to me is how much I'm enjoying the overall loop of sneaking around, talking to people, getting missions. The blaster combat is pretty fun once you get more things under your belt. The stealth gameplay is pretty fun, but then they add this on top of it, and I think this is what transcends what Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor have to offer, where they have a really great RPG with good combat and everything else, but you don't get to, you know, there's no space flight, right? You're just going from one planet to the other. And this...
Okay. Call Jalen when you have a moment.
We actually have... Well, before we do that, if we're going to show off the whole gameplay loop a little bit more, let's go talk to Jalen in the... and then we're going to go, because there's something I want to show everybody. It's really cool. But this is also really cool. He said in the holo table, right? Where did he say to call him? Off-world brokers. Where did he say to contact?
Hey, Andy 5. With everything you know about the syndicates, you ever thought about joining one?
Well, I was going to hail him and see what he had to say about the...
Would you?
Seems like steady work.
He told me to go check that
Huh,
holo thing, and
that's
I didn't
funny.
see a call option.
Why not the Empire? Control the galaxy.
Hang on, I'm getting sidetracked now.
Many
I'm going to have to
find
go
it
back to what I was
fulfilling
talking
to be
about
a part
here.
of a larger idea.
Okay. You were a soldier. It make a difference to you when you were fighting for some cause?
It did not. I was merely following orders, which was to kill people who were fighting for a cause.
Right.
I was very good at it.
Yep, got it.
All right.
See you later.
So,
Jalen's still waiting to hear from you.
where am I supposed to talk to Jalen at, though? That was the curious thing, because I thought it was at the holo terminal over here, but when I went in here, that's for his bed. Usually, if you access the terminal, it'll bring up a holo call, but in this case, it's just bringing up the brokers and not anything with Jalen. Huh. Wonder what I'm missing here. It's the wardrobe. That's just my wanted thing. Is there anything in the cockpit I'm missing? Oop, there's something here.
Jalen.
Never mind.
Hey.
Found it.
Andy 5 told me things got tough on Kajimi.
Yeah, we got Ank, but it was messy. Could have played it better.
You're not the first to be misled by Crimson Dawn. Kira's been shaking up the whole underworld. We just have to keep moving forward.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Good job out there.
All right, so we have been praised for a job well done by our mysterious benefactor. We still have a lot of work to do to gather the rest of the crew, but we've managed to recruit our first member, which means I can get back to what I was talking about earlier, which is how much fun I'm having with the gameplay loop in this game. So we just talked to him and kind of checked in with the quest. We have a ton of missions. I mean, a lot of missions. There's all these quests that we have. Then we have all of this intel, which can be used for various things on different planets. Keep in mind, I've only been to 2 planets, and I'm like 25 plus hours into the game. I've got expert intel, I've got a legends series, I've got other stuff for upgrades, and then I have a couple of contracts that I haven't fulfilled yet. So I've spent the first 25 hours of the game focusing on like getting my skills up, and getting my equipment and my loadout stuff. So as an example, we just got some new trousers. Those are hideous. Why would I ever wear those? Um, what I do have are the Crimson Rain pieces. So these are part of the faction gear that I got from maxing out my Crimson Dawn faction um, earlier on in the gameplay, which got me this, which is really, this is a stealth-based armor set. So my stealth game is top notch. If you've been watching any of the streams, like I've got the stealth part of the game down pat now. It took me a little bit to get it under control, but now that I've got my gear and I understand how the system works and how to distract, and I still mess up occasionally, but I'm much better at it. And then I have enough options with my blaster now to where I can go seamlessly between the various modes. I went with the rapid fire blaster because I like pew pew. So I've got the rapid blaster module that fires at a higher rate of fire, so it's like having an automatic weapon. It's very, very nice. And then of course you have your stun shot and you've got your ion for droids, and I've increased the firing rate on that as much as I can, and I've got a customized appearance, and I don't feel scared anymore to go into combat. I actually feel pretty confident now. As long as I'm not getting hit too badly, I can reliably take things down now with a combination of nicks and my abilities, my smoke bombs, my grenades, and I've upgraded things enough now where I'm starting to feel formidable. I can't get out of every scrape, but I'm starting to feel pretty confident in my abilities. And the other aspect of gameplay that, we didn't have this with Jedi Fallen Order or Jedi Survivor, which was space missions. We had a spaceship and we could fly to other planets, but what completes the game loop for me in this game is the fact that we can seamlessly go, and now I'm beginning to get the whole open world thing, and I'm going to do another video about this later on. I may even talk about it later on today. It's on my list of things to do. I get the open world aspect of this game now, especially considering I've only got 2 planets under my belt, and yet we're still miles away from the finish line. It's a very satisfying feeling. But I do have a I gotta stand up real quick because I don't think I can access the quest journal from there. We have a quest called Passenger, and I started doing this quest today because I was going to record a different video on space missions, which I'll probably still do a video on space missions. But then I was like, you know what? This would fit better into a video about the gameplay loop and what I really like about it. So that those of you who are here on the stream this morning get to follow along and check this out if you haven't played through it yet. So I'm supposed to track down and rob a Pike ship in the nebula, and I'm not supposed to damage the ship. So I wasn't sure if I needed ion weapons or what, so because you can get ion weapons to disable ships. I have not installed those in my ship yet. But we're going to go ahead and do this so we can show the full gameplay loop here. Because I think this is so cool. Because we just finished up a bunch of combat and stealth missions. And we've got this new quest to go off and take care of some cargo for somebody in space. And this is an aspect of the game where I haven't showed off a ton on stream yet because I've still been learning the space system.
The nebula. Keep your eyes open for a Pike freighter.
But we have this quest. We're looking for a Pike ship near the nebula in space.
No sign of the ship. It must be further further in the cloud.
Let's go after it. Well, now they'll have company. Was that a comm signal?
Yes, but not a pipe one. It's a Crimson Dawn frequency.
See that trail of debris?
Okay,
I think someone got to that ship before us.
That's
Don't
not
like
good.
that.
we got a couple of boxes of debris here.
Crimson Dawn again.
Nothing in them.
Sounds like a distress call.
Huh. Something's not right about this.
Doesn't feel very right to me. Got some more boxes. Getting some goodies out of these. Still nothing though. Following the trail of debris through.
There's the Pike ship.
That signal was coming from the escape pod. There's a life form aboard.
Wait, is that the cargo we're after? The
Yep.
person in that pod?
It's a person.
Pirate vessel incoming.
Look, they're taking the escape pod.
We're not the only ones after it.
Now I
Let's
can't
go.
harm the
And
ship.
no weapons. We can't damage the cargo.
We're gonna get drawn into combat? I really hope not. Oh shit! There was an asteroid
Hey,
there.
Pirates! Drop the pod!
You really think that'll work?
I don't know. Worth a shot.
I'm gonna have to take care of these guys. I don't want to though.
Whoa! We can't shoot them, but we can't let them leave the system either.
Stay on them and look for an opening.
Nothing else we can do.
They're taking it out of the system.
I can almost make it out. Get closer.
Working on it.
They jumped away with the pod.
They jumped away with the pod.
We're clear.
Well, we're not clear because we've gotten stuck in the middle of this
Then that's where we go.
mission.
I'm
It's
not coming
a side
back
mission with
here.
some pirates.
Will you assist us in eradicating these pirates? You will be rewarded.
We will totally assist you in killing some pirates.
I've got pirates on the scanner. That's how it's done.
I'm gonna take this thing down. I'm gonna die. Oh no! I might die in the process of this.
Looks bad.
Oh no, we got taken out, I think. Oh no, we got it.
Gratitude.
Woo!
From the wreckage.
I will.
I can't believe we survived that. There's still some more pirates out here though. Alright, so now we've done a little bit of space combat. We've gotten a little bit dinged up. Now I'm supposed to follow through a jump point. to follow that ship that jumped away with our cargo, right? So we got to go to Akiva.
Spooling the hyperdrive.
Time to punch it. So we get a little bit of an update on what we've done so far. We've progressed to the next chapter. I got a new belt, and I got a new charm slot I can equip.
Wow. It's so green.
That's right.
This is so awesome.
It's verdant.
You have?
I've been to every mile you can imagine.
So, we have a mission to come over here to this
Was
station.
that another mission?
Yes,
I can't fly where the
from
crap,
same
guys.
source.
Don't worry about it.
We still can't decode it, but if you find a couple more, I can triangulate the origin point.
We're going over to this space station. That's where this person jumped. Well, ignore whatever's going on above us. Can I shoot their thrusters? I'm not sure. I haven't gotten that deep into the space combat to know if you can take out like individual components and stuff. I know they were yelling at me about it in another combat scenario where they're like, take out the shields, and I saw like a shield generator like highlighted, so I think you can, but I haven't gotten that deep into it to fully grasp all the intricacies of space combat quite yet.
Aqua Station.
You ever been?
Alright.
No. But it has a reputation as a pirate hangout. Watch credits.
I hit the wrong button when I came close in here. I hit the up instead of the sideways. So we're gonna dock. So now we have arrived at a space station and we're hunting down a quarry because we have a ship that jumped away with a passenger and we're supposed to get the passenger because that's our cargo. We didn't know we were going after a passenger when we took the job, but we've learned along the way that that's the objective now. So we
Head out.
All right then.
gotta figure this out from here. So
I'm
this
gonna
is where
see if I can find him. Maybe he's in a cargo bay or something.
Be quick. We don't want those pirates to notice you.
So this is where we get into, okay, now we're in the familiar territory of the gameplay we've been playing for the past 25 plus hours, which is, you know, going around space stations and planetary bases and stuff, and you're picking up things that you find, and you're looking for NPCs to talk to, and there's quest NPCs, and there's merchants, and all sorts of stuff. Like over here, there's something else we can grab. If you get off the beaten path, you'll find lots of little goodies like you would in many other games of this type that are used for your crafting, right? It's a gameplay loop we've seen in a million other games, and it works, and it's fun. So we have